Hi, I'm Mike McCormick. This is Soundcheck Live. I'm here with Rik Ferrell and Roadhouse Clams. Did I say that right?
Hey, Roadhouse, yeah, you got it.
So this is a reunion tour. Did I get that right? 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years ago, literally 10 years ago last month, we started our very first show right here in Easton. It was cool, over at Nightcat.
So where have you guys been in 10 years, and how have you guys changed?
I think where we haven't been is probably a shorter list. I mean, we've kind of done we've been a 5-piece band and we're in a 6-piece band. We've been through 5 drummers, 3 bass players, 2 keyboardists, 3 lead guitarists, and Keith and I have been the constants. But it's been a good ride. You know, we've kind of been everywhere, all over the country and the Caribbean, and kind of bounced around. And we've just been doing this whole redneck rock and roll thing for since we started.
So people that are just tuning in, can you explain what kind of music do you play, and where do you try to go with your music? How do you get your soundtrack? How do you get the wood?
You know, it's funny. A lot of the stuff we listen to, it's a mix. It's outlaw country. It's like it's southern rock and then old school blues. It's a little bit of tiki bar. You know, it's got a really good blend. Like, he's from Southwest Virginia, which is pretty much the cradle of country music and the cradle of moonshining. And he's a long-standing moonshiner family here too. So,
and he got to witness it personally too.
Yeah, we did actually. But so the roots are there. You know, we just everybody from, like, your Waylon Jennings, excuse me, your Bob Marley, Bob Dylan. Grantley Buffalo, saw Grantley right here, by the way. I'm just all that kind of Americana stuff. It's just kind of a collective that we just kind of soak up. And as far as where we take our music, I have no idea. We write it, we play it, we figure it out, we record it, and if people like it, awesome. Yeah.
So last question I'm going to ask. You said this is kind of like a reunion tour. So how long have you guys been apart? Are you coming back together? Where do you plan on going from here?
The last gig we did was 1962. No, I'm kidding. Actually, it feels like that. Actually, it's been, 3 years?
3 years, I think, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. When's the last time I saw you, Keith? 3 years ago.
At least about 2 years ago, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, you were cleaning out your garage.
I was handing you guitars. That's right. I had too many guitars. So we're moving south, and my wife said, you can only take so many guitars. So Keith got lucky, and I was like, hey, come over. Like, take this one, take this one. So he's got a couple of my babies at home.
All right, so we're going to hear a little bit of music from him, and then we'll come back in a couple minutes.
All right. This is cool. Never did a Soundcheck live before, have we, Keith? This one's called Trailer Park UFOs from our first record. Get your shotgun, 'cause the lights are back in the sky. This time they're coming for me, and I ain't ready to die. Beamed into the mothership and the way I wanted to go. So I'm pointing to shiny barrels at the Trailer Park UFOs. The lights are getting closer, and they ain't gonna take me away. The slimy green turkeys just don't know who they're messing with today. The neighbors is united, and we'll defend our rural road. So I'm flipping my middle finger at the Trailer Park UFOs. Song's just twisted, man. My wife will be on the TV talking about the abduction, how them critters did such and such. When it comes to that naked physical they give her, I know she'll like it way too much. Dang woman! Play that thing, man. Regular James Monroe, Keith. introspective part of the song. And get your shotgun, 'cause some lights are back in the sky. This time they're coming for me. Yank me right out of my double wide. I never did like Star Trek, and I ain't getting no anal probe. So I'm handing my wife over instead to the trailer park UFOs. I said I'm handing my dang wife over instead to the trailer park UFOs.
Take me to the leader. Andy, leave the moon pies on the counter, girl. Before we get out of here, I just have one question to ask you. Where is that TV remote?
All right, so thank you. Once again, I'm here with Rik Thompson and what was it?
Rik Ferrell, Keith
Rik
Thompson.
and the Roadhouse Clams. All right, so unfortunately tonight we are sold out, but I hope this is not a leap year thing. We only come around every 4 years, so you have to come on back. And that's Soundcheck Live. Thank you for tuning in.